Yeah, I'm a big frozen meal gal.
It's fine. It's Sprouts, but smaller.
Guess what I had for lunch yesterday?
What?
A Trader Joe's bowl.
A word?
Yeah. The Cuban grain bowl. It's one of my favorites. Has plantains in it.
Oh.
It's delightful.
Okay.
A little chicken. Put some hot sauce on it.
Nice. Just went through there, grabbed a couple of snacks. They got a cornbread cracker chip type thing. Grabbed that and grabbed some cranberry orange relish and dipped it in. Nice little flavor palette. It was fine.
Did you get some cheese crunchies?
No.
Love the cheese crunchies. They got good snacks. We don't go often. There's like one, our doctors are out there.
There's no reason for me to be out that way.
Yeah.
Although, that's where I be losing tennis matches at.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were playing that far out.
I don't like it, but
Did you lose yesterday?
I didn't play yesterday. We played today.
Okay.
We played today.
I thought you played Tuesday or Thursday.
This is Flex League, Jessica.
Oh, I'm trying to keep up with your schedule. I'm trying to be a good supporter, a good cheerleader like Jordan Hudson.
Thursday, like Bill Belichick, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Supportive partner.
Yes. But then that would make you your partner.
Oh, God, not work husband.
We're not doing that. Yeah, so on Thursdays, I play in South Memphis. That's the tennis team that I got jumped into. Did not realize that was happening. And then I play Flex League where like those games count for stuff. And I play those whenever we can get them in. So that changes weekly. So the only set day I have for tennis is Thursday and Saturday. I take the nephew to tennis.
Okay.
Yeah. What was the song today?
Everybody, yeah, rock your body now. Yeah, everybody,
Oh no! Oh my God! You're joking with me.
Right?
You're joking.
You got me. I got performance anxiety. Rock your body right.
Rock your body right.
Back streets back. All right.
Okay.
Da-na-na. Oh my God, we're back again.
Oh, you didn't have to keep going, but now go.
Gonna bring the flavor. Oh, we're here. What's up, everybody? It is Wednesday, November 19th. It is going to be a good day, I'm sure. Jessica Benson with you from the Grind City Media Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. CJ Hurt behind the glass. Coming up on today's show, another Memphis Grizzlies loss. Womp, womp. Fifth straight for the Grizzlies. We'll get into last night's happenings in San Antonio. New college football playoff rankings dropped last night. We'll dive into those if you need a good laugh. We'll tell you the crazy place Bill Belichick found himself this weekend. We could all use a laugh today. DeAngelo Williams will join us in the third segment. We never know what we'll get into with him. And then we have a very special guest. The NBA 2K League is back, and Grizz Gaming is in the hands of a woman named Naeohmii. She's a pro gamer. She's also a strategist at Google. She's had a fascinating journey. Can't wait to hear her story. She'll join us in the last segment. It is a Wednesday. You know what we say. Life is short. Smile while you still have teeth.
Even if you don't have teeth, smile. Show them gums.
Gummy.
Nothing wrong with kicking gums down. Show them gums.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Southland Casino Hotel is helping you navigate to Santa. Win your share of over $550,000 in free play and a brand new Lincoln. Here Comes Santa takes flight on Saturday, November 1st, when you can begin earning entries. And don't forget the grand finale drawings on Saturday, November 29th and Saturday, December 27th to win a share of over $40,000 in free play or a brand new Lincoln. Win big during Here Comes Santa, only at Southland Casino Hotel.
Grizz Nation gets set for tip-off 1 hour before every Grizzlies home game with the warm-up show. Get the latest news, notes, and analysis live from courtside at FedEx Forum.
Who's going to be the tougher team that rebounds and prevents second-chance opportunities?
Join me, Lang Whitaker, along with Michael Wallace, Jessica Benson, and other personalities from Grind City Media, Memphis, and around the NBA. 1 hour before every home game, live at Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Grizz Nation, Friday night just got a whole lot better. Introducing Buckets and Brews, the ultimate way to tip off your weekend. Every Friday this season, grab a terrace-level ticket to the Grizz game and 2 12-ounce Miller Lights for just $55. Get great seats, cold brews, and Grizzlies basketball. It's everything you need to start your weekend off right. So get the deal that's too cold to hold. Go to grizzlies.com/Friday to lock in your tickets today.
Feels great to feel the sunshine. Gotta own the day like it's all mine. Just got paid in his own time. Been working hard, I've been on the grind. I deserve this feeling, having my way. I've been on this feeling. This is my day. The sun's out, let's have a little fun now. I wanna let it all out. That's what it's all about. Cause I deserve this feeling, having my way. I deserve this feeling. This is my day.
Grind City Media presents The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt. Live from the Grind City Media Studios on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Good morning, happy Wednesday, everybody. A foggy Wednesday in Memphis, Tennessee. I wish the fog had situated itself over my television set last night. CJ, quick announcement to start this show. Grizzlies winning highlights are suspended until further notice. Nothing happened. They just haven't won a game in a while, in a long time. I pull up the premiere, I cut the highlights, me and Steven working together, and then I calmly press the delete
Last
button.
night had to be brutal.
Oh, it was. Because I was writing them too.
Yeah.
Because I got a little ahead of myself. I was like, oh, Grizzlies against the Spurs with no Wemby, no Stephon Castle, no Dylan Harper. Okay. And man, then they're all for naught. Just, you know, it remains a trying experience watching Memphis basketball teams play. I can't say all Memphis sports because we are a city of women's soccer now. As I was reminded last night when I tweeted about not finding joy watching Memphis sports, I'm sorry. Of course, Memphis women's soccer in the NCAA tournament. Their next game is tomorrow. But for the Memphis basketball side of things between the Grizzlies and then trying to eke out feeling something, I turned on the Memphis women's basketball game last night that they took 13th ranked Ole Miss to overtime. I was like, something good? And then they lost. So it was just another losing kind of night. In the words of social media, Steven, because I can't use his highlights, but I'll sure use his words today. Death by Harrison Barnes in 2025 is crazy. Death by Harrison Barnes in the year of our Lord, 2025, is not a sentence that I was particularly prepared to say at any point in this Grizzly season, but that is where we are at. I don't know how you get windmilled in a game that was a 1-point game with 2 minutes left, how you allow yourself to be in a position of a exclamation point windmill by De'Aaron Fox to end the game. That was just, like, if it wasn't bad, it somehow got worse. It somehow got worse and worse and worse as the Spurs end that game on an 11-0 run. The Grizzlies have now lost 9 of their last 10 games. That is 5 in a row. Nowhere near the losing prowess that we have seen from the Wizards, who have lost 11 straight, or the Pacers, who have lost 8 straight, or the Kings and the Pelicans, who have lost 6 straight. But the Grizzlies, the next team up, with 5 straight losses. Midway through the third quarter, I said out loud to my husband, I made the prediction, that in a game that felt destined for someone to need to take over because it was close, I said, you know what? I don't think it's going to be a Grizzlies player. I think it is going to be De'Aaron Fox. And this has been something that we've seen. We just saw it in Cleveland. Tight game. Who takes over? Donovan Mitchell. The Grizzlies do not right now have a player who can take over. The Spurs do. And unfortunately, it was a duopoly of not just De'Aaron Fox, but Harrison Barnes in 2025. And ultimately, they're able to propel the Spurs to a win, an undermanned win, and the Grizzlies lose another game. It's another example of the Grizzlies playing good enough defense to stay in these games. Offensively, this just isn't going to cut it. In their last 3 games, I think it's been 101 points last night, 100 the game before, and 95 the game before that. They also don't have a point guard. Like, that is, let's not try to hide that. That is a very real fact that is plaguing this team from an offensive standpoint right now, which I will say, last night's loss, no fault of Vince Williams Jr. He played really well. He almost had a triple-double, I think. Ended up with 14 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. Yes, CJ? Oh, I thought you were chomping at the mic bit there.
No.
You were bouncing.
We're talking about children biting in the chat.
Children biting?
Go ahead and do that. Vince Williams
Who got
Jr.
bit?
Vince Williams Jr. had a really good game. Vince Williams Jr. is playing like rent is due. Like, opportunity is out there. If it's here, looks like he's going to seize it. If it's not, looks like he's playing to increase like value.
Sometimes he's doing a little too much because he's playing out of position. But you know what? I'll take it. And I continuously find myself saying, Vince Williams Jr. in the rotation, solid bench wing, and at least has given the Grizzlies a body to play on the ball. In a game that needed to be taken over, it wasn't Jaren Jackson Jr. It wasn't Jaren last night. He got wrecked by Harrison Barnes. And he didn't take a single free throw in that game. I know there weren't a ton of free throws across either team, but from an aggression standpoint, from what we saw against the Cavs with Jaren Jackson Jr., that we've got away from that a little bit last night, especially late in the game. I think there were times in the third quarter, you're giving me the squints.
I'm trying to figure out when you say when you say they got away from that. What is that you're talking about? Because, correct me if I'm wrong.
I know what you're going to say.
He took 20 shots.
20 shots.
He took 20 shots.
7 of them were threes.
So he took 13 shots going to the basket. I'd have to go back.
I want more down the stretch.
I'd have to go back and look, but I think he took more shots in this game than he did in the Cavs game. He just didn't get free throws.
Yes.
So free throws, to me, aren't a way to measure offensive assertiveness. It's how many shots did you take. I'm confused by that statement.
Aggressiveness. I think I'm making a designation between aggressiveness and assertiveness, which might be semantics.
But semantically speaking, what's the difference there?
Feel. This is someone who is supposed to be one of your 2 best offensive players on the team, and you had him available last night. And in a winnable game, I would have loved to see a takeover via Jaren Jackson Jr. We saw greatness from Cedric Coward. Like, if you're looking for real true positives from last night's game, and I know, like, no moral victories, trust me, we've already reached that point. But Cedric Coward had some real flashes of fun, and doing it on a national stage on NBC. The 8 straight points that he scored in the third quarter before being subbed out was a really impressive stretch from Coward. He also had those couple big shots in the fourth quarter, including the 3. Then he had a couple rookie turnovers late in the game. And that's part of the growing experience for Cedric Coward. Zach Edey felt unstoppable at times in the paint, but then he couldn't hit hook shots to save his life. I would love for him, speaking of aggressiveness, just go dunk the ball. Like, you were the biggest, baddest dude on the court. The biggest for sure. Just dunk the ball. Just get right to the rip. You're right there. You don't even have to jump. You don't even have to jump if you're Zach Edey. The end of the game was my least favorite part of the game, but my second least favorite part of the game is that lineup of Cam Spencer, John Conchar, Santi, Jock Landale, and KCP. It's such an important part of the game, and to have that reserve lineup in was tough to watch. This run consistently kills them. Like, it's 7 minutes left and it's a 1-point game. And I get it, your starters come in with 5 minutes to play, and that's plenty of time for them to close it out. So I'm not taking the blame game off of the starting 5 being back in that game and allowing Harrison Barnes to beat you in the year 2025. I'm yelling at my TV just like the rest of you, though, when it comes to I want the starters back in. Edey and Coward are still on their minutes restriction. They played a 25 tight last night, and that will continue to be the case. It was just another frustrating loss. I know, for you, just another loss.
Yeah, because for me, I know what this is. I knew
Sure.
what it was
You're taking
when
the frustration
out. When they came into the season. I don't need people to blatantly tell me what things are. You sit down, you look at it, and you say, okay, realistically, what do I think about the team as currently structured and formatted? And I was a bit lower on them than everybody else was. So I thought, hey, as long as there's growth and development, this is going to be worth it. Good season, as long as players continue to improve. And last night, another example of why you need a closer in the NBA. Why not having Ja Morant out there to close games for you is really, really hard to overcome. You overcame the no point guard part of things. I think Vince had a really good game from the point guard spot. And even Cam, even though the plus minus makes apparent that defensively, you can go at him and you can go get him. I thought offensively Cam was beyond good, right? I thought Cam had a pretty solid game on that end of the court, defensive side notwithstanding. So you overcome the point guard component of this. You find somebody who can make some plays in a couple of moments, but like when it matters, who's going to step up and make a play? And if you're relying on a second-year, second-round draft pick and a rookie to make plays for you, like that's just not, nobody's going to be able to do that. Right. Most teams and most players aren't going to be able to do that, and that's what they found themselves in late in that game. And to your point, you would like for Jaren, who took 23 shots against the Cavs, so he took 3 more shots against the Cavs, to your point about being a bit more aggressive. You would like for it to be Jaren, but like if Jaren's getting double teamed every time he puts the ball on the ground, he's got to make the next basketball play, and somebody else has got to be able to step up. Not willing, because these dudes are willing.
Yes.
Able. Who is able to.
This is not an effort issue with this team.
No, and I don't think it's been an effort. I can't think of a game where it was an effort issue.
I can think of one.
Listen, I disagree with you about that game, but it's like able, ability, like able to. Y'all are higher on them than I am, and we'll find out if you should be as high on some of these dudes as you should. But on that inbounds pass that led to the turnover that just like, okay, game is over. Got Cedric Howard taking the ball out. Nobody is coming. It's clear, like whatever the play was, it didn't work. Somebody please get open. And then you got Jalen Wells trying to box a dude out to give Coward the corner. Just throw the ball to the corner. Was not a good pass. That was a terrible pass. And then Wells, to his detriment, just got outcompeted for the ball. Yeah. Like, it was a bad pass, sure, but you go and get that. You find a way to get that, get outcompeted, and that was the way the game towards the end went, where there was no how. I understand it's Harrison Barnes. I understand that. But he knows. He's smart. He's savvy. He's been here. He's a champion.
He's a capital V vet.
He's a champion.
And a champion.
Like, he knows how to do it. De'Aaron Fox has been here. But the dudes on the court, with the exception of Jaren, they haven't. They haven't. And so in those moments, to your point again about Jaren, he's got to be the one to step up because we think he's able. I think he's able to. He's able to go out there and impact games and take over in spurts and help in entire games. Last year, when
we saw it at the beginning of last season.
Last year, when the Grizzlies were the 2 seed in the West, Jaren was one of the best fourth quarter performers in the NBA, especially at his position at the power forward spot. He was able to get buckets. Now, you know, Ja's out, and that sucks and all, but, you got to be able to step up and make this happen. The dudes around you aren't. For whatever reason, they aren't. You've got to be able to, and he didn't last night, and the Spurs just had a bit too much. I understand that the Spurs were shorthanded, but don't forget, again, how shorthanded the Grizzlies are as well.
Well, and also, I thought Tracy McGrady said it best in the postgame show. It's a tale of identity. Like, one team has it right now, and that is the San Antonio Spurs. They have rediscovered their identity. And it's not solely indicative on Victor Wembanyama, even though he is the centerpiece of that. But they are in a position where if they are down Victor Wembanyama and down other significant players too, they can still find a way to win. But Tracy McGrady said one team has it and the other is searching for it. That doesn't mean it's lost forever. It just means right now the Grizzlies are searching for their identity. And that was the takeaway from McGrady and from the broadcast as a whole. And speaking of the broadcast, excellent work. For a game that did not feature Victor Wembanyama and Ja Morant, sitting down to watch Grizzlies Spurs on NBC last night, they immediately had me in their hot little hand thinking I was watching a very, very important basketball game. The most important basketball game. That intro pops up, and you could have fooled me. I thought I was watching a playoff game. The graphics were great. The intensity was great. At one point, they were like, if you tuned in to watch a 7-4 giant, here he is, Zach Edey. Well done. Well done.
Critique? I think NBC should find a way to get the in-arena intros. To get the actual, so we're not watching it on the Jumbotron.
I agree. That felt a little odd.
You can start there, but give us the full screen and then take us to the starting lineup.
So where is the Spurs intro video shot? That's how I spent that entire time. It was a cool intro video, don't get me wrong, but like it was like a hall of mirrors.
Yeah,
or a concrete room.
It reminded me of the Weeknd's Super Bowl performance.
Yes,
like, did they just hit him up like,
what
yo,
is
we
this?
coming through to record something here. It was good stuff.
Stupid.
It was good stuff.
After the game, I appreciated too that, they kept the conversation. They could have very easily immediately transitioned to Lakers Jazz, which they ended up doing a window into Lakers Jazz, which I thought was very fun since they had the extended broadcast window out. But they could have gone straight into talking about LeBron James's return and what it means for the Lakers. And the fact that they sat on Grizzlies Spurs in the way they did for as long as they did was nice and refreshing from a broadcast standpoint in the NBA. And I appreciated McGrady's comments on like Ja too, and his former like interactions with him leading up to the draft and down at IMG Academy. And I was a big fan of him and what he brought to Memphis, and talking about the culture that he brought to Memphis and how like he created it and now it's getting back to that. And obviously Ja is out right now, so you can't do it when you're not playing. But essentially just saying like it starts with him, the buy-in, being a part of it. I thought it was a really good constructive conversation on what's been going on here. And then also the broadcast was pretty complimentary of Tomas Isolo throughout the game. And I did want to point out, because I saw an interesting discourse yesterday pop off on NBA Twitter in regards to all of these injuries. It's just an absurd amount of injuries. Almost half of the league's perceived stars are injured right now. And it is a crisis of sorts, or perhaps the starting of a crisis in a league. And we talk about injuries way too much in the NBA, but it is a reality that the league is facing. And so there was some pop-off conversations about if, given the way the game is being played now, the speed, the ground cover, the miles on the body, starting at the AAU level, just everything that has contributed to perhaps bodies wearing down quickly, if there is a future of hockey substitutions and quick stints being the norm in the NBA. And I forget which reporter brought it up, but they were like, listen, look at what's happening in Memphis right now. You have fans completely revolting around this idea. And so perhaps it will ultimately come down to the idea of a league either having to play less games or lengthen the season where there's more time, because also like the condensing of the games right now around the NBA Cup certainly hasn't helped in terms of how many games are being played in a short amount of time. But I really do think we could look up 15 years from now, and this is what teams do. Like Coach Isolo's philosophy could be the sign of the future, but it doesn't take away that it feels odd right now. So I understand. I'm with Grizzlies fans. I'm yelling at the screen. I want Zach Edey back in the game. I want Jaren Jackson Jr. back in the game. I want Cedric Howard to stay in the game after he scores 8 straight points. But I do think from like a broader all-NBA conversation, it will be interesting like how this continues to play out. It might just get bullied out of never sticking. It might. Because it doesn't feel natural. And from a player standpoint too, we've talked about just consistency and getting in a rhythm and how important rhythm is to the game of basketball. But the injury stuff is real, and it's not going away. And the style of the game, I don't think is going away either. So it will be intriguing. And obviously the Grizzlies-Spurs game last night was a perfect indication of it, because you're without the 2 stars who were supposed to play in that game, both dealing with calf strains of some sort. So we will see for the Grizzlies. CJ, when the Grizzlies went off this road trip, 4-game road trip, there's some conversation that a split would be nice. 4 games later, they do come home, and 5 of their next 6 are against teams that are below 500. So when you look at a stretch of games that could provide some opportunity, perhaps against the Kings, perhaps against the Pelicans, perhaps against the Clippers. I don't know. One of those, not going to be against the Nuggets most likely, but we'll see how it goes. It starts tomorrow night against the Sacramento Kings back here at home. It feels like it has been forever since the Grizzlies have been in this building. When I got on Twitter after the Grizzlies game last night, I will tell you the very first thing I saw. I think you'll like it. I think you'll like the very first thing I saw. We'll get into that in Oops, We Missed It again. We'll also talk about the most recent college football playoff rankings that came out yesterday as well. That's all coming up after a quick break.
Calling all collectors! Topps NBA basketball trading cards are back. It's available in the Grizzlies Den by Fanatics and online at Topps.com. Rip into bold color parallels, electric inserts, relics, and autographed cards from today's biggest stars and the next gen talent. Look out for rookie cards of Cooper Flagg and Dylan Harper, plus Grizzlies favorites John Morant, Jalen Wells, and so many more. You don't want to miss this drop. Grab your set before it's gone.
Own the 2025-26 Grizzlies season with the 10-game Flex Pack, the ultimate way to catch all the action on your terms. Choose your favorite matchups from intense rivalries to weekend thrillers and customize your pack to fit your schedule. With 10 games to pick, you'll never miss the moments that matter most. Visit Grizzlies.com/packs today to build your perfect ticket pack and cheer on the Grizzlies your way. It's your team, your season, and your schedule. So don't miss out.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzly stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
You're the other white meat.
Wednesday, how can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it.
I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at JeffDunham.com.
Memphis. Monday Night Raw returns with non-stop action, unmatched energy, and the superstars you love.
We don't get mad, we get even. We don't go home till we beat them. This is our time, we ain't leaving. Give me the crown undefeated.
Witness the moments you'll never forget. Monday Night Raw, Memphis. Monday, February 16th. Tickets and ringsider packages on sale next Friday.
The only thing better than Saturday Night Hoops is when it comes with an exclusive Grizz hoodie. Every Saturday this season, $60 gets you a Grizzlies ticket and a limited edition Grizzlies hoodie. 4 different hoodie designs dropping across 4 Saturday games. Not sold anywhere else. Don't miss your shot to collect all 4 designs. Grab your tickets and gear up now at Grizzlies.com/Saturday.
The Grizzlies are now easier to watch than ever. Select games can now be viewed over the air for free in the following markets: Memphis, Nashville, Knoxville, Jonesboro, and Tupelo. Don't miss a second of heart-pounding action with the first televised matchup Thursday, November 20th, when the Grizzlies host the Sacramento Kings at 7 p.m. Visit Grizzlies.com/watch for channel listings and more information. Back-to-back games on NBC for the Grizzlies. One national, one local. They live on NBC now.
Couple of things.
Okay.
One, thank you to the person who got me this shirt. I appreciate it a whole lot.
Do we know who it is?
I cannot remember who got it for me.
It's kind of nice because it plays with the shirt.
Yeah.
Like whoever got it for you, allegedly.
But sincerely, thank you. I love it. This is going to be my new shirt for
allegedly season.
Yes, for allegedly season. 2. Did you
reportedly?
Know? Did you reportedly?
Supposedly.
Did you know Casoto's 7'3"?
Oh my God.
I did not know. I'm just saying.
It's been a while since we talked about Kai Soto.
Saying.
I've been really sad. My Kai Soto Filipino support group on TikTok, they've abandoned me. They've obviously found a new team to try to ship Kai Soto to. And I just want you guys to know, I miss you. I miss the Kai Sotos of the world.
Listen, if he's 7'3" and athletic, like, come on, man.
Dang.
Did you
Do you
know
imagine
that?
Zach, a lineup of Zach Edey and Kai Soto?
With Jaren at the 3?
Jaren natural position at the 3? Who says no?
Come on now.
Come on.
All that length and size?
Come on.
Nobody getting to the hole with all that length.
You want to know the very first thing I saw when I got on Twitter last night after the game?
What?
I'm not kidding. Very first thing. What? It's like absolute rocket pass from Cam Boozer in the Duke-Kansas game. It was like the algorithm knew my soul needed to be feeded. Oh my God, I can't speak English. Fed with a Cam Boozer quarterback toss. He's so good. He's so fun. Duke won that game. Cam Boozer had a nice game in that one. There were some good college basketball games across the board last night. Gonna focus a little more attention on the college basketball space, if I will. Cam Boozer, 18 points, 10 rebounds for Duke in a win over top 25 ranked Kansas.
That class is
special.
Yeah.
If they're truly, like I say this from a standpoint, we don't know how the rest of the season will go, but if there is ever a season where you are flirting with the notion of, ooh, this might not be our year, it is a generational draft class. And you never know till it actually plays out. So we always say these things, generational draft class. You just never know. But it is situated in a way where it feels pretty dang special for the players towards the top of that class.
Yeah. And I know that because of where we are, we look at things from the NBA lens a ton. So you hear, oh, there's a lot of young talent in college. Immediately your mind goes to, okay, which bad NBA team is going to get one of these collegiate superstars? But I'm just talking about from a college basketball watching experience on the men's side. The women's side has had this for
the last few
3
years.
or 4, maybe 5 years. They've had just really good women's basketball players and stars, people who we all collectively knew about before they got on campus. Men's college basketball, not necessarily so much. You knew if you were a diehard basketball fan and you were just watching the high school mixtapes and all of that type stuff. But I feel like with, what's a man's name at BYU? DeBonza. We knew about DeBonza before he committed to BYU. We knew about the Boozers before they committed to Duke. We knew about
Darren Peterson,
who
didn't play last night. He's dealing with that hamstring issue.
Kyan, we knew about those guys before, a couple years before they ended up committing. And so to see them all go out there, and all of them, to their credit, live up to the hype and the expectations so far, it's made college basketball on the men's side a bit more enjoyable this early into the season than years past, right? Like for me, typically I hop in right around December, right around when everybody starts conference play. I hop in there. But I've watched a couple of games here early because I want to see what these young stars look like, and they've lived up to the hype so far. It's been a good start to the men's college basketball season.
It has indeed. College football playoff rankings came out last night as well. Top 3 stayed the same. Alabama dropped to 10th after their loss to Oklahoma. Quite the tumble for the Tide. Oklahoma moved up 3 spots to 8. You had Georgia shoot up to 4th after their blowout win over Texas, so they would get a bye if the playoffs started today. 4 through 7, Georgia, Texas Tech, Ole Miss, and Oregon. Another week where the committee is twisting itself into knots trying to explain why Notre Dame is ranked ahead of Miami, despite Miami having a head-to-head win. Just in terms of puzzling things that stand out from last night's rankings, that would be towards the top of the list. We've seen that game played in real life. Granted, it was early in the season, but we have seen it. And if you want to make the early in the season argument, make it. But Hunter Yurachek, who's the new committee chair after the last committee chair resigned suddenly from Baylor and then also took away his position as the committee chair for the college football playoff, Yurachek said that Miami has lost to 2 unranked teams and Notre Dame has lost to 2 teams that are ranked in our top 13. That was the rationale he gave. Okay, but one of those teams is Miami. Like, what are we doing here? The games played on the field have to matter. And if we're at the end of this thing and it ends up being a close pick between Miami and Notre Dame and Miami gets in over Notre Dame, fine. If Notre Dame gets in over Miami, it will be so stupid.
What's the point of playing the games if this is how we're going to do
it? It makes no sense.
Like, come on, man. They played on the field. They played head-to-head. They played.
Yes.
Notre Dame lost. So that's the first tiebreaker in any tiebreaker scenario is, all right.
Did you play?
So second tiebreaker. First tiebreaker. Are the records the same? Yes. Great. Let's go to the second one. Did you play? You did? Who won? That is who should be ahead. I struggle to understand the concept of thinking when none of these teams have played. So Notre Dame hasn't played BYU. Notre Dame hasn't played Utah. Those two teams also haven't played Miami, right? I struggle to understand the logic in we think Notre Dame is better than these two teams that they've played, but we don't think that they haven't played, but we don't think Miami is better than those two teams, even though the team ahead of those two is Notre Dame, who Miami beat head-to-head. All of them are sitting there at 2 losses. Like, come on, man. Come on. And the Notre Dame wins are USC and Pitt. Now, it's all got to play out.
Right.
But Pitt could be 7-5 when it's all said and done.
Yes.
Right? They've got Georgia Tech and they've got Miami. So, like, that Pitt win probably isn't going to be as good as you think it is. Miami would be sitting there with the win over Notre Dame. And in this situation, a win over Pitt as well, who you're giving Notre Dame a ton of credit for beating. Are you giving Miami that same credit later on in the season? It all reveal itself, but right now it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And I'm not going to get worked up about it until it actually matters.
Out.
Yeah.
But we do get the thing where once the rankings are where they are, this committee has proven pretty married to sticking with it, barring something. Even Alabama dropping all the way to 10. That was a little bit of a
throw it back up, Jacob.
Large punishment for an Alabama team where they're now saying, okay, well, that loss to Florida State week 1 really matters. We're really viewing that as something that hinders Alabama's ability to stay higher up in the rankings versus falling to 10. Meanwhile, Oregon, they're giving a lot of credence. And granted, when you get back to the records of it all, with Oregon, they have 1 loss, right? But they're still giving them credit for the Penn State win. And Penn State ended up falling off a cliff and firing their coach afterwards. But they're saying that's why Oregon is ahead of a team like Oklahoma, who's right behind them at 8-2. Oregon 9-1, Oklahoma 8-2. I know most people are looking at the top 10 of the rankings or the top 14 trying to figure that out. It's also very interesting that they put Tulane at 24th. That is now the team who controls its own destiny to make it to the playoff. If Tulane wins out and wins the American, they will be the group of 5 representative in the college football playoff. And it's a little wild considering both North Texas and James Madison were ranked in the AP. Obviously, the committee giving more credit to both the American and Tulane's non-conference schedule than James Madison's schedule in the Sun Belt and their non-conference schedule, because Tulane did play 3 Power 4 schools and they beat 2 of them. But it was Duke and Northwestern. And they got waxed by Ole Miss.
Who James Madison play? I don't think James Madison had a power opponent on the schedule.
I thought they played.
Did they play Duke?
For some reason, I thought they did.
I felt like they
No, Louisville. And that was their 1 loss.
Okay.
Yes. So that's why you're at with Tulane. But it was funny because John Summerall, the Tulane coach, yesterday, so before the college football playoff rankings came out, went on a small rant at his media availability, basically saying we're an average team. I've watched the tape. We're an average team, and if we're a top 25 team, there must be a lot of really bad football teams.
Yeah.
And then he put them at 24.
Yeah.
They won't get got by the rat poison.
Yeah, there are a ton of bad top 20. There are a ton of them. Yeah, we do this every year. Where when you stop and you look and you think about, all right, who are the top 10 teams in the nation? 6 of those teams deserve to be in without a question. And then you can go, all right, those last 4, and anywhere from 6 to 8 of the next 4 spots, you can fill with any of those other teams, right? You got 4 spots, but there are 8 teams who can make a case for those 4 spots. That's just the way that it goes every year. So when you do the top 25, any top 25, the way I look at it is, all right, once we get to 20, there are 10, 12 teams who can make a case to be in 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It's hard to do, but you make it more difficult when you don't do the common sense thing, when you try to do these weird things and explain your way out of it. It's an easier explanation to say, hey, Miami is number 9 because Miami beat Notre Dame, and Notre Dame head-to-head lost to Miami. Boom, bam, that's it. Wherever you have Notre Dame at, flip them with Miami, and you're all good to go. Now my question is, like, does the ACC become a bid theft type conference? Because I'm not sure if Miami gets to the ACC title game.
No, they have the
and so
worst
if they don't
odds
get
of those
to
teams.
if they don't get to the title game, you got the champion getting in, and then do you also pit Miami?
That's
in?
what I'm saying. If it comes down to a close, and right now as it stands, it would seem the committee would be putting Notre Dame in over Miami. So it really irks.
And who gets left out?
Miami in that case.
Well, let's say they do the thing that makes sense. Let's say they do pit Miami in. All right. So are you just swapping Miami for Notre Dame?
And that's where you get into the weeds of it.
Are you going to leave out one of these SEC 2-loss
Or one
teams?
of the Big 12 at this point, because you
Well,
have
the
a
Big
clear
12's only
cut.
getting one, right? They're only getting Texas Tech.
BYU's at 11 right now. So are you putting?
But BYU wouldn't get in because the ACC champ and the Group of 5 champ get in, right?
Right.
So BYU is out because those two take 2 spots.
Right.
Okay.
But do they move up? What if BYU ends up sneaking in and winning the Big 12? And then are you leaving Texas Tech out, who's been a top 5 team for the last few weeks? I'm just saying I'm mad that Memphis didn't control its own destiny, because all you needed to do was be a pretty mid team.
We were doing so good.
Can we do one fun story before we get to DeAngelo? Please. You know what it is.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Because I was just minding my business scrolling the twitter.com this morning when I saw this tweet from Adam Kessel. Bill Belichick spotted at a cheerleading competition in Raleigh supporting his girlfriend Jordan, who is a member of a co-ed adult cheerleading team. Got a lot to figure out from that. I didn't know we had co-ed adult cheerleading teams, but I love hobbies, so I'm never going to come for somebody's hobby, because we could all use more hobbies in this world. And we love a man who is supportive of his girlfriend's hobbies. She's supportive of his. She's been at all these North Carolina games.
That's his job. That's not a hobby. That's why North Carolina is bad. These people are treating it as a hobby.
It's a hobby. It's a late-stage hobby. He was bored. He needed something to do. He wanted to coach again. So he found a little team to do, and she was like, yay. They spent their Saturday at the UNC game where they lost to Wake Forest, and then Bill Belichick had to go to an adult co-ed cheerleading competition after his team lost on Saturday. He is an adult man with the ability to make his own decisions. But can somebody save him? Like, that feels like cruel and unusual punishment to go along with also having lost a game. And maybe the cruel and unusual punishment is deserved. He wasn't very sportsmanlike after that game either. Me.
I can't believe you are saying this. You, the queen of cruel and unusual punishment to your significant other, is saying this.
How so?
You drag that man to all types of plays he doesn't want to see. You lie to him.
He likes them.
You lie to him and say, hey, at intermission, if I don't like it, we can go. You lie to him. You get his hopes up, and you know you're not leaving at intermission. He has to sit through that. How many damn times has my buffet, bro, for life, how many times have you made him sit down and watch Akron versus Northern Illinois on the TV? How many times? How many times have you done that? How many times have you made him watch a dreadful week 0 matchup featuring insert random Power 4 program versus random FCS school? How many times have you made him sit down to watch, I don't know, a proverbial Arkansas versus Tennessee Tech football game? How many? How many?
You want to know what I've never done?
What?
Made him watch me in an adult co-ed cheerleading competition. That doesn't mean that I don't want to be in an adult. I would love. I've thought about joining a tap class. Would I make him go to my recital?
Yes, he'd have to
Probably.
go to your recital.
Okay, fine. Fair. Bill Belichick is just living the life of a man,
dedicated
of a girl,
to his
dedicated to the arts.
Yeah.
She's just dedicated to her passion. She was a 2021 national champion cheerleader, so she's just getting back to her roots. And he is supporting in his gray hoodie. I was like, of course he wore the gray hoodie.
I forgot how much younger she was than him.
Yes, he's 74. He's 74 years old in his gray, and
so wait, was this collegiate or high school cheer competition that she won in 2021?
Oh, in 2021, college.
Yeah, college. Okay.
I believe. Okay. I said that with confidence, and I am not sure that is the correct answer. I researched
Allegedly.
it. It's called Code Black. It's a competitive cheerleading team based out of Cheer Extreme Raleigh.
I'm sure you can find a competitive cheer team. You did cheer, didn't you?
I
Or
was a
tumbles?
pom. I was a
Okay.
dance.
I get those mixed up.
I know,
I
it's
think
okay.
they're the same thing.
We have pom-poms, which look like cheerleaders, but we dance, they tumble.
Okay.
Like, I can't do a back handspring, but I can do some turn. I can whip out some turns.
So you just get on the team, do your turns, woo, and then let the grown-ups behind you do all the flipping stuff. Did they win? Hold on, I didn't hear that portion of the story. Do we know what place she came in?
Let me check the
'Cause
Daily Mail.
She's out there. I'm sorry. She's out there supporting bad college football teams. She's not out there supporting the Super Bowl winning dynasty that is the Patriots. She's out there supporting North Carolina as they struggle to find 4 wins on the season.
Also, I'm so sorry. I said Bill Belichick's 74.
Yeah.
He's 73.
Okay.
She's 24.
Okay.
I got my second numbers mixed up. You know, I don't want to misage them at this point.
That's only a difference in 49 years. That's not that bad.
This would be like if I told Chris one day, hey, I'm going to audition for a community theater show, and you're going to have to come to every single performance. And he would do it lovingly.
Yeah, you got to do it.
You have to do it.
Yes.
There's no alternative. Like, there's no world where Bill Belichick doesn't go to Jordan Hudson's cheer competition. It is just hysterical that we are living in a world where there is a People magazine article. Bill Belichick watches as girlfriend Jordan Hudson makes her return to cheerleading in North Carolina, and she's 24, and it's the co-ed adult league. It's like it's like all of us girls who have been at softball leagues. Every man goes through a period where he thinks that he wants to be in an adult softball league.
Mine has never come.
Oh my God, I forgot about those days. It was cold.
Wait, Chris is in an adult softball
Yes.
league?
Oh, I've blocked it from my brain. This is just the things you do for your partner. Everyone wants to dunk on this. This is what a true loving relationship does. You show up to things that you really don't want to be at, and you support.
Yes.
And you clap, and you offer a hug, and you say, yay, I'm so proud of you. Good job. All right, we'll get to DeAngelo Williams. We never know what we'll chat with him about, but I'm sure some of it will involve another disappointing Memphis football loss from this week. We'll catch up with DeAngelo after a quick break.
They're having a whole lot of oops babies. They're having a
So
baby
many
on
oops babies.
everybody.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Michaelese, it's Gary Parrish, and I think I owe you a congratulations. Do I have this right? Another hole-in-one for you?
Yeah, I was playing by myself. Hit the green, it went in, and I looked dejected because there was no one there to witness it with me.
It would be very inexpensive for like every par 3 at a nice golf course to have a camera set up at the tee box.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. The Grizzlies are the one thing everyone in the family can agree on, so join us every Sunday this season for Sunday Family Fun Days. It's a steal at just $35 and includes a ticket to the game, a $10 food voucher, post-game free throws on the court, and a meet and greet with mascot Grizz. Space is limited, so grab your tickets now for this unique experience your family won't soon forget. Go to grizzlies.com/Sunday and have a fun day.
Calling all collectors! Topps NBA basketball trading cards are back. It's available in the Grizzlies Den by Fanatics and online at Topps.com. Rip into bold color parallels, electric inserts, relics, and autographed cards from today's biggest stars and the next gen talent. Look out for rookie cards of Cooper Flagg and Dylan Harper, plus Grizzlies favorites John Morant, Jalen Wells, and so many more. You don't want to miss this drop. Grab your set before it's gone.
Welcome back. It is Wednesday. That means it's time to catch up with DeAngelo Williams. He joins us every Wednesday. He joins us now. DeAngelo, how goes it? Shaking your head.
I'm at the farm working today, and I decided to sit in the car, and I was doing okay this morning, okay? And then I caught the tail end of what you guys were talking about, and it just, my day spiraled. It spiraled out of control.
I love ruining people's days.
You have absolutely ruined my day, CJ, and there's nothing that y'all could do to change it. Like, once it's ruined, like, ain't no take backsies. Okay, it's ruined. So this is what I the whole Bill Belichick and his girlfriend, like, I'm impressed and disgusted. So I'm impressed from a man standpoint, but I'm disgusted from a father standpoint. Like, there's a lot of emotion that this thing kicks up. That, I mean, it takes that whole, like, creepy guy watching young girl thing to a whole nother level.
I mean, she's legal.
Because, like he's not watching. But we've all been in that place where we saw that creepy guy. And we was like, oh, he's creep. Like, Bill Belichick is creepy, okay? Like, everywhere, every time, he never smiles, so you don't know if he's, like, happy, if he's like. So there's a lot of creepy.
They did that mermaid photo shoot, and he looked to be having the time.
So y'all accept that Wednesday Addams smile? Like, yes. So it's okay. Like, that's crazy.
I think you bring up an interesting, like, roundabout point, because Bill Belichick was smiling and seemingly in a period of life where he had found some peace and happiness post-coaching, but then you could argue a coach like that can never be peaceful or happy if they are not coaching a football team. But people were very kind of surprisingly on board with this relationship early on, just from a, you know what, this is kind of cute. Bill Belichick seems happy. This girl seems to be bringing out a different side of him. But that all turned when he decided to go back and coach at North Carolina, and she entered this space of being seen as somebody trying to control his life, the business side of things. We had the interview situation where she ended an interview in the middle of it, trying to handle PR, but not handling it in the best of ways. And then it turned into this is insane. And we find ourselves on November 19th seeing Bill Belichick in an adult co-ed cheerleading competition, and all anyone wants to do is make fun of it and mock it. But like 2 years ago, like whenever they first started dating, there was a way more natural tendency to say, they seem happy.
I think you guys did.
I wouldn't say you guys. I'm not going to say anyone other than myself. I felt that way. And normally I don't love age ranges like that.
DeAngelo, if that's your daughter, what are you doing?
What bothers me?
Oh, what bothers you, D?
This is what bothers me about the whole situation. And somebody, if you can explain this to me and help me understand this, then I'll understand.
Okay.
You tell me, what are you talking to her about? Like, what are the conversations like? Like, you can't talk about like how you grew that she's a million years removed from that. Like, she'll never fathom like the stuff that, like, he was alive during the riots. Like the Martin Luther King, like he watched.
She has a personal history teacher.
That's what but you see what I'm saying though? Like, what are we talking about? Like when we laying in the bed and like things are going through your mind. Like she's 25.
24.
DeAngelo, like you're assuming talking is getting done there. They got things in place to make sure you ain't got to talk, dog.
Man, I'm gonna tell that man 73 years. That man, he talking first. I'm telling you right now, 73.
I think they talk.
Conversation
They sit
has
at
to
the
be
dinner
had
table
before anything else happens. Like there has to be some like conversation where like because at 73.
Okay, I have to say, I do think that argument is unfair. Like I have plenty of older people in my life who I have very effective and interesting and engaging conversations with. Like I think we get way too lost in they have nothing to talk about. Sure, generational differences there, but you can find, if you're an interesting person, you can talk to people.
That's brief. That's brief, and you also weren't intimate with them. That's brief. When you're intimate with someone and you on a whole nother level, but that's what I'm saying. When you're intimate, like the things that they say, you take to heart. You get to know them that way. Like, oh, he likes butter, not jelly. Like, things like that. Like, what do you eat, Bill Belichick? Like, you old. Like, are you eating like sardines and Vienna sausages? Like, what is your?
He's old, DeAngelo. He's not poor. What are we doing here?
Okay, of course,
you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but there's the intimate side of it. But like when I was in my 20s, like I think I'm trying to do like a very specific age discussion here. One of my mom's very good friends would have been in his 70s, and I would have been in my 20s. And we had incredible conversations about life and philosophy and politics and religion and football and music and TV and all of that. Like just because
but
we
you
were
didn't look
50
at them
years
as a
different.
lover, though.
Of course I
did.
did.
Wasn't a lover.
Okay, I agree. I'm just saying the concept of they have nothing to talk about. I think that's where it gets lost a little bit because they obviously do. They've been together a long time now.
I'm gonna tell you something. My father-in-law, he's 75. Okay, I can sit there and listen to him talk about the things that he's saying. That he saw like some things that are in my history books, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, dang. And I sat there and I listened to him forever. I was like, man, this dude right here. And in the back of my damn mind, I kept saying like, damn, he old. Like him and Jesus went to school together. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like in my mind, because when I talk about September 11th to my kids, they go, ooh. And when I tell them the year I was born, they was like, ooh, you was born in the 1900s? And I was like, damn, you make it sound old, but yeah. Like, but there's nothing that I can sit there and talk to my daughter about all day that her talking to me that I'll understand. Because she talk about her friends right now and the stuff that and I'm like, that's so minute. Like you talking about high school. You talking about stuff that you don't even know in 15, 20 years that ain't even gonna matter to you. Bill Belichick's there already. He on the third or fourth or fifth one. So when she talk, it gotta annoy the hell out of him. He gotta be like, oh my God, like stop it. Like you have no idea what life is about to present to you. That's what I mean by the conversation gotta
before anyone else did.
That's like the brain rot now. Like,
you say brain rot right now? We were running around telling people to suck it, and we were doing 6ix9ine, and I remember being in high school throwing up shocker symbols and all of that type stuff. Right? Like we've always been this. Like don't be old and get upset at the kids for loving the 6'7s when we was out here living just as wild and reckless as they were.
I'm going to tell you, this is how I know that they don't have great conversation. At 25, you still loud. At 73, everything, like, them decibels got to come down. Like, there's no way. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think y'all missing a whole bunch of stuff in this relationship. Like, y'all like it'll work, but I'm just telling you from a Bill Belichick standpoint, like he can't be happy. Like I understand he got the young girl, but at the end of the day, she loud, she probably annoying, and it's just regular 25-year-old stuff that at 73, like you can't take because guess what? At 73 and she at 25, you sending your kids home. Like you gotta go home. You gotta go home. You can't stay here no more.
DeAngelo, if your wife wanted to join an adult cheerleading team, would you go to her cheer meets?
I'm gonna tell you something, man. There's a few things in my life that I don't accept, and they're soft things, okay? And I'm gonna tell you what those two soft things are, okay? And it's the same thing. It's the same thing. I pray this prayer every day, and I'm bird walking because I pray every day that my sons don't turn out to be kickers.
You're telling me you won't go to a football game if your son is the kicker?
I'm telling you right now, CJ. I am doing everything in my power to. I just can't. I dislike them that much, bro. I was scarred when I was in. I don't think you understand, man. And that is my biggest fear. They could be anything in life but a kicker. I that's why I draw the line. You could be any, and that's my message to them all the time. Like, you could be anything you want to in life. Anything.
DeAngelo, can I ask you a kicker-related question? Did you see the Alabama kicker who ripped into his long snapper after he missed the kick in the game, and he just starts screaming at his long snapper for what he thought was a bad snap?
I'm telling. I don't watch extra points. I don't watch field goals. I don't watch kickoffs. I don't.
Oh,
like
we have the video. Fantastic.
And y'all doing this. Oh, y'all are rude. This is a rude publication.
Watch this.
Y'all gonna make me watch this, dude.
Watch what this kicker, Connor Talty. He's so mad.
The field goal kicker couldn't talk to me that way, right? Like, linebacker, I got it.
Bro, look.
Tristan Wirfs, I got it. The big 6'7" dude from Pittsburgh running around, stiff arming dudes in the secondary, you could probably yell at me. But the kicker's not going to be able to talk to me this way. What are we doing here?
So here's the thing, and this is why I'm okay with this.
Make the kick.
He's normally the punter. The snap, the holder is normally the punter. He a damn kicker too. So, I'm okay with it. Because I don't like either one of them.
You don't like the punter either?
Bro,
go handle your business over there. Let the rest of the team get into it.
I'm gonna tell you why I feel the way that I feel, man. When I was in Carolina, man, and I was struggling with the playbook, and I would come in and the kickers would read novels, and they was having discussions. They would go home. They would come in late, leave early, and I remember one day walking in, man, and one of the kickers was like, "Man, did you see the new book?" I was like, "Hell no," because I'm in my playbook. I don't have time to read all the books. I mean, I wish I could just line up and all I had to do was kick. And he was like, whoa. Somebody had their coffee. And I'm like, nah, man. And I went and snitched on them and got all their books to it. Yeah, I did. I admit it.
DeAngelo, I hope for the sake of your children that they never become kickers. Whole
encyclopedia. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't think y'all understand like how sore we would be. We would do special teams. And I got so mad. I was like, why can't these kickers be the guys that go over here and give us the look? They ain't doing nothing else. They over there talking, having a good time. They got their cell phones in practice.
Get out of here.
DeAngelo, who's your least favorite football team of all time, either college or pro?
Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys with a passion. I hate them so much. I dislike their fans.
I thought that was your answer, but I wanted to make sure before I gave you this. Would you rather? Would you rather your son be the leading rusher for the Dallas Cowboys or be a kicker?
For the Memphis State Tigers.
For the Memphis Tigers.
For Memphis. Your son is a kicker for Memphis or the leading rusher for the Dallas Cowboys.
That ain't my son. That ain't my son. That is not my son. That's I don't know what y'all talking about.
DeAngelo, this was way more fun than talking about another Memphis football oops baby that happened last week against East Carolina. But we gotta go. We have another guest coming up, but we appreciate you always. Enjoy your day at the farm.
We're gonna learn how to pull out one of these days.
Bye.
Protection, D.
Protection is important. What's the biggest favor you've ever done for your wife of either attending something she did or wanted to do that you really did not want to do and you sucked it up and did it anyway?
I don't have those.
You don't have those?
I don't have those because I'm pretty easy, man. Sincerely, genuinely. It's like, that's fine. Let's do it. It's cool. I don't. Do you have one?
No, but I think I made Chris I did like a Dancing with the Stars my second year here in Memphis.
I remember that. Lander Center, Disney songs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, were you there?
No, we were doing the radio stuff. So you would take
we
calls
talked
in the
about
parking
it.
lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That was pretty bad. I think back on. That's like the most adult performance thing that he's ever been stuck at. But shout out Bill Belichick for being a supportive boyfriend. I think that's the takeaway.
Well, you should.
We're trying to make fun of the man. What's he supposed to do? Not go?
Come on, man.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. The NBA 2K League is back, and that means Grizz Gaming is back, and they have an awesome player leading the way this year. Her name is Naeohmii Davis. She goes by Naeohmii online. She is going to join us in the next segment. We'll chat with her after a quick break.
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
Now that's the new edition way.
I feel like there's another level we can take it to.
What you think, Mike?
2 steps ahead of you, Slick.
What's good, bro?
What you doing, man?
I'm in.
Woman, you don't even know what I'm getting ready to ask you.
Here's the vision. All 3 of us on the same stage every night.
Gonna go crazy.
No barriers, no separation. It'll be like 9 kings and a queen.
The next level starts now.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
Look who it is, Brooks Monahan's here. Undefeated 16-0-3, and now heading into the NCAA tournament undefeated.
I couldn't be prouder of the kids, but if you would have asked me, if we would have been sitting here back in the summer before we started, and you would have said, you're going to go 16-0-3, I would have thought you were, I told you were crazy.
You thought this was a rebuild year.
Yeah, I hate using the word rebuild, but yes.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Welcome back. We have a very special guest joining us this morning. She is known online as Naeohmii, and she is the new face of our Grizz gaming team with the reimagined NBA 2K League that just fired up. She joins us this morning. Naeohmii, how are you doing this morning?
Good morning. Good morning. How are you all?
Doing excellent. What has it been like these first few weeks as you get going with this Grizz gaming experience?
It's been crazy. It's been crazy, but it's been very exciting. I'm super excited for Grizz Gaming and NBA 2K League to be back, and I got us some wins, so I think that's also exciting.
back-to-back wins for these first couple of weeks. You had a crazy game-winning shot, which I want to play for our audience who, one, might not understand what this all looks like, and two, I think it's a perfect introduction to you as a player. So I'm going to play it with audio. This is Naomi's game winner for Grizz Gaming. Take a listen.
Come on, guys. Go! They're desperate.
On
that yelling is crazy, 11. But I was very happy. I was yelling though because we won a free trip to Vegas.
So you had an extra reason to win as well. Walk me through that play. Like, what's going through your mind? What's the situation? How did you draw it up?
Yeah, so we were already up. That was actually my teammate Igimo. He was a former pro NBA 2K League player. And I got the board because I was responsible for boards. He had this takeover. Basically, this takeover means it upgrades one of his attributes. So this takeover was called Deep Bomber, meaning he could shoot from anywhere on the court. And this was the game-winning shot. We were already up, and we had to show the fans something cool. So he shot that half-court shot for game. That was the final game. That was the best of three. We were already up 1-0, and then that was the game-winning shot to send us to Vegas.
I love this. Okay, for people who do not understand still what NBA 2K League is, what this new iteration of it is, how do you explain it to people in your life who you're trying to explain, like, this is what I do, this is what it's all about?
Of course, yeah. So NBA 2K League, what it used to be a super competitive esports league. Now they kind of transformed it into like an entertainment esports universe. So there's going to be opportunities for creators to come, for NBA players to come play. It's basically like, think of esports, competitive esports with reality TV. So there's going to be like a lot of fun 2K challenges that we'll have, a lot of different little tournaments. And then they just launched this next fan up thing where anybody can join the NBA 2K League and they can play to win prizes. Like they can win like NBA tickets. They can do meet and greets with NBA players. They can win merch and all those type of things. So it's kind of combining, basketball NBA fans with NBA 2K fans.
And like you said, NBA players can be a part of this as well. And so Jaren Jackson Jr. is on the Grizz Gaming team. How does that work? Have you had an opportunity to connect with Jaren at all?
Not yet. So I think, the first phase just finished with these two tournaments. And I think starting the next phase, that's when Jaren will come in, and then we'll probably be playing NBA 2K together and in tournaments and things like that. So I'm super excited about that.
That's awesome. What advice would you give to him?
I don't even know how good he is at the game. Like, I have to see how good he is at the game. Okay. But my advice would just be like, let's just work together. Let's be a team. I play 2K all the time. You have that NBA knowledge and that basketball knowledge, so let's combine it and let's win.
When did you get good at the game? When did you realize that you were significantly better than everybody else who was playing?
Yeah, so I started playing NBA 2K, like NBA, like 2013, 2014. That's when I just started playing with my brother on Play Now. Like, we used to always play like Miami Heat versus the Spurs because that was like the big thing at the time. I took a break because like I was just playing it for my brother. And then around the pandemic, I bought my own PS4, and then I started playing NBA 2K with my friends. And we were playing online, and I was keeping up with them. I was keeping up with the guys, and I was winning. I was scoring and all those type of things. And then I think the end of 2023, I started streaming. And then it just goes up from there. But I think around that pandemic 2020, when I was playing with the guys and I was keeping up with them and I was carrying them, that's when I realized I was good at the game.
Okay, so I'm fascinated on your life outside of just being on Grizz Gaming and what you've been able to accomplish with NBA 2K, but also you're a strategist for Google. Like, how does this all balance out? That's your full-time job, I would imagine. Yeah. Explain how you ended up there and how you're able to kind of do those things at the same time while also competing for Grizz Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, one of my big things is that, like, if I don't have any other skill, I have time management, basically. But yeah, so in college, I had 7 internships, one of them being Google. And then after Google, I got a conversion. So I converted to full time. So I signed my contract to join back Google like the day before my first day of senior year of college. And I went to Georgia Tech, by the way. And then yeah, I've been there for about over 2 years at this point. And yeah, so like once 5 o'clock hits, honestly, truly, like I turn everything off, close the laptop, and then I start streaming. So like I have a 9 to 5, and then I have the 5 to 9, which is the content and the gaming and stuff like that.
How long were you in college? 7 internships. I thought we did 1 internship a year.
Yeah, so I did some part-time internships during the semester.
She's multitasking.
That's
what I'm learning right now.
That's talent that I do not
have.
have.
To be a Google strategist, step 1, be a good multitasker.
So you're streaming. So do you have like a stream channel, or what's the thing that we call it? The thing where
I stream on YouTube. I stream strictly on YouTube. I'm kind of biased because since I work at Google and YouTube, I want to support the platform that I work at. So no Twitch, but I do stream and make all my content on YouTube.
What's the handle?
It's Naeohmii, Naeohmii, Naeohmii.
Were you always comfortable streaming? Like, how did you decide to enter that space? Because obviously it's super popular right now and has kind of developed a world of its own. But a part of that is being like authentically you on camera a lot of times in your life. So when did you first realize that that was something that you were interested in?
Shoot, I mean, growing up, I've always been in front of a camera. I mean, I come from an entertainment family. A lot of musicians and a lot of cameras and things like that. But I've always loved being in front of the camera. I've always loved entertaining people. Like growing up, I had me and my dad, we made like these home videos. They were called the Naeohmii Show. So basically I would go around the house and have different segments, and then he would add in like commercials and stuff like that. And it would just be for us as a family. But I've always been comfortable in front of the camera. When I was playing with some of my guy friends, like we've always had like funny conversations, and I'm like, might as well stream this. I feel like other people would enjoy our stupid conversations that we have. So I've just always been comfortable in front of a camera.
Yeah, I think some of the older, I won't call them old, but people who didn't grow up in the streaming era, but maybe did grow up in the reality TV era or are more familiar with reality TV, there really is synergy there, right? Like streaming is just taken real people, regular people's lives who aren't necessarily signed up for a TV show, a competition show, or a dating show, or whatever it may be, or a celebrity, like lifestyle type show. And it's just you having funny conversations. And I think so many people get started because they're like, me and my friends are funny. I think we should just record ourselves doing this.
Exactly. And then and then gaming is also a big thing for streaming as well. Just showing off, if you're really good at a game, you're streaming it, other people want to watch. And so it's like combining those two things.
All right, so back on 2K for a second. What's your favorite player build? What's your favorite one, and then what's your least favorite one?
Okay, so right now, and they went crazy with the build names this year, but right now my favorite build, it's called a 2-way, 3-level crafty cleaner. Meaning 2-way, of course, offense and defense. 3-level, I can score at all 3 levels on the court. Crafty, I get crafty around the rim, and then cleaner. I love getting boards and hitting my teammates and things like that. But he can do a little bit of everything. I love my little mid-range shots. I'm always doing fade middies to the corner. So that's my favorite build. And I play power forward.
Who I saw on your YouTube page that you played a game against Jaylen Brown. Is that first? Tell me about that experience. What was it like?
Yes, that was this year, and it was actually on my birthday. So I work with this organization called Soul Play, and they're basically a sneaker store here in Atlanta. And Jaylen Brown was in town, and he wanted to play somebody in 2K. And so since I'm a part of like the Soul Play collective, they were like, oh yeah, we have Naeohmii. She's like a 2K creator. You can play against her. And so we were playing Blacktop, which is basically 3v3. He chose 3 NBA players. I chose 3 NBA players, and we played against each other to 21. I actually chose him as one of my one of my characters. And then for the game-winning shot, I did a self alley-oop using him against him on himself, and I won the game. It was so crazy.
You had Jaylen Brown dunk on Jaylen Brown.
I did.
That's a nice way to go about. Go ahead?
The people in the chat want to know: do you play ball outside of 2K?
Yes, I do. So I play club basketball at Georgia Tech, and then I play semi-pro after that. So it's this team called A&M Elite here in Atlanta. And then I play in some rec leagues whenever I have time. But yeah, I definitely play basketball. I'm a shooter. That's about all I can do. I can shoot and I can have fun. I would kind of like compare myself to LaMelo Ball. Like I'm just very fun, park player, and yeah.
Do you drive a lime green Lamborghini too?
I wish he had some crazy cars.
Maybe
that
someday.
man. I like his style though. I like his style.
Do you think playing basketball outside of 2K makes you a better 2K player?
100%. 100%. Because when you know the plays, like defenses, motions, all those type of things, it helps you in both ways. So definitely.
Do you find, obviously you had this experience with Jaylen Brown. I don't know how many NBA players you've had the opportunity to play against or play around, but do you think pros are good or do they think they are better than they are at 2K? Like, does that usually transfer over?
I think it depends. I played against some good pros. So I played against Lonzo Ball. Lonzo, he was pretty good. Scotty Barnes was actually not that good. He thinks he's good, but he's not good at the game. Scotty Barnes, Jace Richardson, he's pretty good at the game. So I think it just depends. I feel like they think they know the game, but like they have more control in IRL basketball, like NBA basketball. You have more control over, what you do,
of course,
rather than the game. So it depends on the player.
Do you have a dream person you'd either like to play against or team up and play with?
Ooh, a player. I want to play with Donovan Mitchell. So I played against him in Proving Grounds, which is a mode within NBA 2K. And I think it was him and I don't know if it was, I forgot his name, Rodney Harris. I forgot the other player's name, but it was Donovan Mitchell and he beat me by like 2 points. So I definitely either want to play against him as a rematch or play with him for sure.
Okay. I love that for you. From a streaming standpoint, because I watched your draft day video and kind of going from the vlog piece of this all, how do you hope to grow that side of things? Because like you said, this new NBA 2K league is really focused not just on the play of 2K, but also on the entertainment side and on the, kind of developing the personalities of all you guys. So how do you kind of plan to maybe make some new content with your life and what it's like playing in this league?
Yeah, I just want to show the behind the scenes of things. I think when I started watching YouTube and started watching other NBA 2K players, like it's strictly just gameplay. It's not like behind the scenes of like life of a creator or things like, things that are behind the scenes. And I want to show that. So like there's this this NBA 2K community day where NBA 2K flies out a whole bunch of creators to kind of like have this whole event. And I just love doing behind the scene vlogs of that type of stuff and just showing people what it is to be an NBA creator or the life of a creator rather than just showing them gameplay and all the things that you do on the game. So I just want to show people, the life, and you can do it too, and you can have the best of both worlds because I still have a full-time job.
Yeah, what do you think
most of these people do it full-time.
Okay. Do you have a dream of doing it full-time, or do you like having kind of the two worlds at once?
I get this question like every single week. And I'm going to be honest, like if I wasn't working at one of the biggest tech companies in the world, probably like it would be like get out soon. But like I love my job as well. I love working at Google. I love working at YouTube. And of course, the pay is also nice. Great. And like
I imagine those benefits are nice.
Yeah, like everything is great. And honestly, like just the work-life balance that I get from Google, it gives me the opportunity to do all this extra creator and streamer stuff. So like the streamer, creator stuff, all this is like hobbies and just like extra chunk of change,
So I'm imagining, I don't know how many women are in the league. I got to imagine it's not a whole lot, and it's not a whole lot of women gamers. What's that like for you being a woman who's ascended to these types of heights?
Great question. I am the only woman in the league. And it was just crazy because when I was watching back and looking at the chat, like it's just a lot of like, there's no belief. There's like, what? Like she can't do anything. Even like, so it's 6 creators right now who are the faces of all 6 teams in the NBA 2K league. And even them, they were like, they didn't really believe, they thought I was just here just to be here. And they didn't really believe in my skills. And so I like that type of energy because doubt me. You can continue to doubt me because I'm very confident in my skills. And I'll show you what I'm here for. And look what happened. I won back-to-back tournaments in the NBA 2K League, and they're just super salty right now. But I told them, don't doubt me, man. I graduated with a 4.0 from Georgia Tech. I work at Google. I'm smarter than you think.
4.0 from Georgia Tech with
7
internships.
Job at Google before she even graduated. Like, I'm taking you. I don't know any of the other creators, but I pick you. So, and also like we want the woman to do well, and also we want Grizz Gaming to do well. So like that's an easy wraparound for all of it. Do you see more women getting involved in gaming, or how do you hope, I guess, that maybe the gaming space opens up in a way that more women would be interested in pursuing a path similar to the one that you have?
And that's my whole goal. That's my whole goal, is to inspire other women to at least just start gaming and start streaming and putting themselves out there. Because all the time I scroll on Twitch and scroll on YouTube looking for women gamers, because I'm always here to like gift subs or, super chat or whatever it is. Like I do that every single time I run into like a girl gamer that's gaming, specifically NBA 2K. I make sure I'm supporting them and making sure that they, have the confidence to really continue doing what they're doing, because there's going to be a lot of random people within the NBA 2K community or within the gaming community that comes in your chat and just doubts you and just spreads negativity. And I don't want that. I want to continue spreading positivity and building their confidence. And I think that's a big thing. Just me being the only woman here in the NBA 2K League and, winning these first 2 tournaments and just really just showing these women that you can do it too. And I'm going to continue to uplift women as well and getting them into this space as well. I know a couple NBA 2K women gamers right now that I would still want to uplift because they have skills. We have skills. We have skills. We have that personality. So I want to continue doing that.
What other games do you enjoy playing? You're great at 2K, but are there other games that you like to get busy on?
Yeah, 2K is like my main game. I like fun games like Fortnite, Apex. I like, what is it called? It's like, I forgot what it was called, but 2K is my main one. I like sports games. But if I am doing like shooter games, it'll be like Warzone, Fortnite, or Apex.
What's the first game you ever played?
Oh, first game I ever played, it was a mobile game. It's called Clash Royale. Well, first it was Clash of Clans, but now Clash Royale. It was
I play Clash of Clans now.
Clash Royale.
Oh, yeah. So I moved from Clash of Clans to Clash Royale. I like a battle royale type of thing. I still play it to this day, but that was the first game I ever played, and that's what made me fall in love with games.
That's what got you hooked.
So not Mario or Sonic or Atari, but the Clash Royale.
Yeah, I mean, Spider-Man Friend or Foe, I think that was on PS2. I used to play that with my brother all the time, so that's another one as well. So,
this is your second time bringing your brother up. Like how instrumental has he been in your life and in your career through the gaming sphere?
Oh, super big, because he was a gamer before me.
He's your older brother?
He was a gamer.
Okay.
Yeah, he's an older brother. He's 3 years older than me. And I think I just wanted to hang out with him more. He was always gaming, and I just wanted to hang out with my older brother a little bit more. So I just played the game with him. And over time, I started playing the game more with him. And then I started falling in love with video games as well. And then now it's crazy. Now I'm like better than him. So it's kind of crazy.
As it usually works out in the end, the younger sister overtakes the older brother in the gaming world. I don't know that, I'm an only child, but I'm just going with the girl power element of it because why not? I want to ask you a super nerdy question because I can't pass up the opportunity because as you said, you work at one of the biggest tech companies in the world.
Let's hear it.
Like, what's the most interesting thing happening in technology right now from an advancement standpoint? From your perspective?
Come on, AI. Come on, that's easy.
So what's your take on it? Because everyone outside of tech wants to have an opinion on it, but we don't really understand it. So from somebody who's in it, like, what's your take?
Yo, AI is next, and don't be scared of it. Like AI, I think the main thing is that people think AI is gonna take their jobs. That's not true. AI can't take your job because you still need the human aspect to do good work. Like AI is basically your assistant. Like it makes things easier. It's a tool. It's a tool that you use to make your work easier. And Yeah, AI is the biggest thing. Automation is a big thing. And yeah, I encourage people that are listening right now to use it as a tool to, enhance your work and make your work easier. You don't have to AI doesn't have to be your work. Like the output of it doesn't have to be what you do. You can still be creative. Like you still need that creative mind to it. So all I got to say is don't be scared of AI. Use it as a tool and it will help you go far ways.
Okay, if somebody has never used anything AI before in their life, what's your gateway for them to do? If they had one task to do today, what would you tell them to do? That would be an easy way to start learning about it.
Google Gemini. Google Gemini is our AI thing. I know everybody knows ChatGPT, but Google Gemini is basically Google's ChatGPT. I would use that. Say you're trying to look for a car and you know your budget, you know how much, your monthly payment that you probably want to pay, but you just don't know what car. You can type into Gemini, hey, I have this budget. I'm looking for a hybrid car. I live in Atlanta and I drive around a lot, blah, 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 blah. It's going to give you a whole bunch of recommendations on different cars that you can look at. It'll give you locations on where to go. It's just little things like that can help you with your day to day, but it can also help you in your work.
Can it help you in your work? I'm curious. Is there any way?
Oh yeah, we have to use AI.
Yeah, I'm sure. Because you play against sometimes computer generated players, right? Is that the same kind of thing?
Well, when it comes to streaming, it's a little different using AI.
Because you need the human component. Because you need the conversation.
Yeah, you always need the human component when it comes to AI. So that, I heard a saying, it said AI is not going to take your job, but somebody who uses AI will.
Okay, interesting. Well, I hope you gave someone a new perspective today. But most importantly, I think you made a lot of people feel very old, but you helped them learn about something very new and very cool. And everybody here will be rooting for you and Grizz Gaming all season long. And we'll have to connect later on through the season. I also can't let this end. I love the bear behind you on the traffic cone. I see the vision.
Thank you. They sent me all this crazy bear stuff. So
now that's your life.
Yeah, it's my life now, even though, I won't talk about the Hawks too much, but I am from Atlanta.
No, it's all Grizz all the time. Naomi, thank you so much for taking the time this morning. We're really excited for you and can't wait to follow you throughout this season. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
That was Naomi. CJ put her streaming name in the chat. You can go ahead and follow her on YouTube and follow her all season long with Grizz Gaming. Exciting the NBA 2K League is back. Sometimes I do feel like a dinosaur. And I am only 33. The world moves fast.
What do you mean only 30?
Only?
You're old.
I know, the bags under my eyes.
Young people are about 28 and under makes you young. Once you're in your 30s, come on, man.
I mean, if Clash Royale was her first game.
Yeah.
She's a bebe.
Yeah. That's cool. Embrace being old.
I wish I could be a
You
gamer.
got one good Achilles. Come on.
I mean, I'm not sure if we can say that either.
I've got a little
calf soreness going on right now.
Oh no!
Myself.
Oh no!
I've been stretching that puppy out. I'm like, is calf soreness contagious?
Out 2 to 4 weeks?
I think I'm out 2 to 4 weeks.
Oh no!
I think I'm reevaluated in 2 to 4 weeks. Sad. All right, happy Wednesday, everybody. You know what I say. I won't say it because I feel like being nice to CJ today. But we'll see you tomorrow.
You can't say it on a Tuesday. Oh wait, it's Wednesday.
And I haven't said it.
Oh, it's Wednesday.
We talked about consent.
Thank God it's Wednesday.
Thank God it's Wednesday. Tomorrow's a Grizzlies home game.
Oh,
It's been forever.
It is.
Grizzlies Kings tomorrow, right here at Federal Express
Chance
Forum.
to get a win.
A chance.
Every game they play is a chance to get a win.
To get a win. But the Kings are 3-11.
Here we go.
But the Grizzlies are 4-11. But there is a
Zach LaVine coming in?
There is a chance.
Zach LaVine is coming in.
Yeah. I'm trying to see
Sabonis is coming in?
They play tonight. You get the Kings on the second night of a back-to-back.
Where are they playing first?
The Thunder.
Oh, that's a long trip.
Let's go. Walk-off interview highlights. Who says no? Maybe. Okay.
They might.
We'll find out tomorrow. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. We'll see you then. Bye.